Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the Aflac Classic and a showdown between two squads who prove orange is the new early season showdown color. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Volunteers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jess, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
So Tennessee's offense will go to work for the first time. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football. David, this guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Hey, midfield, he's got room. On to running room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The give on the option. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And the ball's headed quickly to the line. use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I...
Wide open spaces. A solid quick up there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to go.
Reads it, fires complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Grab behind the line, it's Willis. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nixon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel package. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Unleashes one deep. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. From the gun, give on the inside. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He's picked up 48 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
With the catch, it's Carter. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Now the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass play a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, out of space. Quick step and go. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Using his legs, it's Nixon. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught behind the line. It's Willis. Inside the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Ross Simmons. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. From the red zone, it's Nixon. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's good. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll try to get it through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Good, right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 11 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that. Between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now for this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He now has 61 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Oh, he makes the catch. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
With the catch, it's Ross Simmons. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his pass.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. You start the season, top 25, clearly turning on the Jets. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Sometimes you're just living right. You put the ball in jeopardy in the middle of traffic, and he makes the grab off the deflection.
No, Reese, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Throw to the middle of the field and zone when all the eyeballs are looking right at you, towards a defender. Not the best offense, but, man, they caught a break. You take those breaks, and you don't apologize for them.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Grabbed in the middle, it's Staley. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Matthews. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On first down from the 13-yard line. Gives it on the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. He's piled up 76 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Ready to try the point after. Is on for the extra point. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Syracuse right back at it. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now adjusting. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Cook. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Vols decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. The ball pops out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Looking for space. It's Thomas.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking to scramble. Find some fresh air. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a fresh set of downs.
And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football.
He's loose. Man, a defender miss. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And the Vols are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, it's out. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
With the run on 1st and goal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking for a gap. It's Willis. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this offense has been bad. I mean, the first play, nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. Third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long.
Looking to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Volunteers racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll run play action. Scrambling away. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got
play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box as he knew.
A shot toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal. This one a 37-yarder. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's James. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had starts a drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Caught over the middle. It's Gill. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin and won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Volunteers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on in this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 17 to Toledo. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans a year ago as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing. The Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did, right? To take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense, but now completely retooling, reloading like all the pass catchers at the quarterback spot. So interested to watch this offense and how they put it together, because last year they found an absolute diamond in the rough.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third down, going up top. Lost one deep down the right side. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Syracuse will send out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the ball's in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Oh, better look out! They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play. They might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He leaves it with his back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Got room at the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Trying to set up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense fakes a third down stop. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It is good. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Yeah, a great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Vols will line up to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll get this drive going from the 17. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the right side. Got room to work. He's got enough to give Syracuse the 1st down.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires left. Kickoff. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown ball! And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
To their lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around Annapolis for a long time. They're up by 35 over the Judicials. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Gill. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Orange lineup here on 3rd and inches. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pass mistakes and still on his feet. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Cook. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Willis. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. So it's a 77-yard touch. Drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They want that clock to run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Nixon.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it there. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Come on, down, 4th down. Still going. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.